Picture yourself standing at a windswept crossroads, the sky above churning with dark, restless clouds. Thunder rumbles, mirroring the turmoil twisting in your chest. You're not alone in this moment. Everyone's been here, caught in the storm of doubt, wondering which path leads to purpose. What if one choice could change everything? That question hangs in the air, sharp and urgent as rain pelts your face. You're not a hero from a movie, not a stranger to fear. You're just you, someone who stumbled, questioned, and yet still stands. The storm feels endless, but there's a flicker inside you, a stubborn spark of hope that refuses to die. It's the kind of hope that whispers through the chaos, promising that this moment, this choice, could be the start of something new. You felt lost before. Maybe it was a late night staring at a ceiling, wrestling with a decision, or a day when the world felt too heavy. But here, at this crossroads, you sense it, the chance to step forward, to choose a path despite the uncertainty. The wind howls, but you take a deep breath, your heart pounding with a mix of fear and possibility. This isn't about knowing the destination, it's about daring to move. The storm around you mirrors the one within, but it's also a canvas for transformation. Every great journey begins in chaos, in that raw, unsteady moment when you decide to act. You're not defined by the doubts swirling like the storm, but by the courage to face them. That single step you're about to take, it's the spark that lights the way. Every storm leads to a new dawn. The storm's roar fades behind you as you step forward, leaving the crossroads. Ahead lies a dense forest, its tangled branches blocking the sky, each step sinking into soft, uncertain earth. This isn't the open chaos of the storm, it's a quieter, heavier unknown, where shadows shift and every rustle feels like a warning. Your heart races, not from thunder now, but from the weight of what's next. You felt this before, maybe standing at a new job's door, unsure if you're enough, or facing a choice with no clear right answer, like moving to a new city, leaving behind the familiar. The forest feels alive, its darkness pressing against you, whispering fears of failure, of getting lost forever. But in your hand, a lantern glows, its soft light cutting through the gloom. It's not a blazing torch, just a steady flicker, enough to see the next step. You think of Sarah, who left her small town to chase a dream, her hands trembling as she packed, yet she walked into the unknown because she chose to trust that single light within. That's what courage looks like here, not a fearless charge, but a quiet decision to move despite the shadows. Each step feels heavier, the path twisting, but you keep going. The lantern's glow, a reminder that you don't need to see the whole way, just enough to take one more step. Think of Maria, who stood before her first canvas, brush trembling, unsure if her art would matter. She painted anyway, and that first stroke changed her life. You take another step, feeling the bridges sway, but something shifts inside. Your resolve hardens, like a seed cracking open in spring. You don't need to see the other side to know this step matters. The chasm below is deep, but it's not your focus. Your eyes are on the next plank, the next choice. Every creak tests your nerve, but each step builds something stronger. This bridge, this moment, isn't just about crossing. It's about claiming your power to begin. You're not fearless, but you're moving, and that's enough. The mist ahead doesn't reveal the path's end, but it doesn't need to. This first step, small as it seems, carries the weight of every journey's start. Beginnings are fragile but powerful. The bridge's final plank steadies beneath your feet, and you step onto solid ground, heart still racing from the crossing. Night has fallen, and a warm glow flickers ahead, a campfire nestled in a clearing. There, an older figure sits, their face etched with lines of experience, eyes kind yet piercing. They beckon you to sit, and you feel an unexpected calm, like the moment you met someone who saw your potential before you did. They begin to speak, their voice steady, sharing a tale of their own journey, how they once stood, like you, on a trembling bridge, unsure if they'd make it. They tell of a time they lost everything, a business crumbling, yet found strength in trusting their gut to rebuild. Their story isn't one of triumph without scars. It's raw, honest, like a map drawn from hardship. You lean closer, the fire's warmth wrapping around you, and their words cut through your doubts like a blade through fog. Trust what you feel, not just what you see, they say, pointing to your chest. You think of times you ignored that inner pull, staying in a job that drained you, or silencing a dream, and realize how instinct has always been your guide. The mentor's eyes meet yours, and it's as if they see the path you're meant to take, even if you can't yet. The campfire crackles, its light dancing on their weathered hands, and you feel connected, not just to them, but to every soul who's ever dared to start anew. Their wisdom isn't a command, it's a spark, igniting your trust in yourself. You leave the fire with a clearer heart, ready for what's next. Wisdom lights the path ahead. You walk away from the campfire's glow, the mentor's words echoing in your mind, urging you to trust yourself. The path leads to a quiet meadow, where tall grasses sway under a starlit sky, and the world feels suddenly still. But it's not silent. There's a clamor, like the buzz of a crowded room, voices of doubt, expectations, and noise pulling you in every direction. Social media screams for your attention, deadlines loom, and opinions clash like cymbals. Yet beneath it all, there's a soft whisper, faint but steady, your inner voice, calling you to your true path. You pause, breathing in the meadow's calm, and realize you've heard this whisper before. Maybe when you chose to walk away from a toxic friendship, or felt a pull to pursue a passion, like writing that first poem no one else would read. Think of James, who ignored the world's chatter to start a small bakery, trusting the quiet urge to create something his own. His shop now thrives, born from that whisper. Here, in this meadow, you learn to tune out the noise, like adjusting a radio to find a clear signal. The distractions fade, and the whisper grows, guiding you toward what feels right, even if it defies logic. It's not loud or forceful, it's gentle, like a breeze nudging you forward. You sit in the grass, the stars above like quiet witnesses, and feel a peace settle in. This voice isn't new. It's been with you all along, waiting for you to listen. It knows your fears, your dreams, and the steps you're meant to take. The meadow holds you in its calm, reminding you that clarity comes when you quiet the world and trust your heart. Your heart knows the way. You rise from the meadow's calm, your heart steadied by that inner whisper, and step onto a narrow trail leading up a steep hill. The path is rugged, the incline sharp, and you feel a sudden weight, a backpack slung over your shoulders filled with heavy stones. Each one is a doubt. You're not good enough. You'll fail. Why even try? They press down, making every step a battle. You felt this weight before. Maybe when you hesitated to speak up in a meeting, fearing your voice wouldn't matter. Or when you almost quit a project because it felt too big. The hill looms, its peak hidden in clouds, and your legs ache under the burden. Think of Lisa, who doubted her ability to run a marathon but kept training. Each step a fight against the voice saying she'd never finish. She crossed the line, exhausted but triumphant. You pause, catching your breath. The stone's weight tempting you to turn back, but you don't. That whisper from the meadow lingers, urging you to keep going. You adjust the straps, feeling the strain, and take another step. The hill doesn't get easier, but you notice something. The more you move, the less the stones define you. They're heavy, yes, but they're not you. Doubt is a test, a grinding challenge that sharpens your will. You think of every time you pushed through, studying late for an exam or rebuilding after a rejection. The path steepens, but your resolve grows fiercer. You're not climbing to silence doubt, you're climbing to prove it doesn't own you. The hill's slope is unforgiving, but each step is a quiet victory. Doubt tests, but doesn't define you. Your legs burn as you push past the hill's relentless slope, the weight of doubt still heavy in your backpack. But then the ground levels, and you're there, standing on the hilltop, chest heaving, gazing at a world transformed. The sky blazes with a sunrise, its golden rays spilling over valleys and peaks, painting hope across the horizon. This moment, this small victory feels like a gift. It's not the end of your journey, but it's real. Like the first time you finished a book you swore you'd write, or when you nailed a presentation after sleepless nights. You think of Alex, who saved enough to buy his first guitar, strumming a simple tune that felt like a symphony because it was his. The sunrise warms your face, and you realize these moments aren't small in their power. They're the fuel that keeps you moving, the quiet proof you're stronger than you thought. You've been here before, finishing a tough week or cooking a meal that made someone smile. Each win, no matter how modest, stacks like stones in a foundation. The view from this hilltop stretches far, showing you how far you've come, from the stormy crossroads, through the forest, across the bridge, to this moment. The doubts in your pack feel lighter now, not gone, but less defining. You breathe deeply, the air crisp, the sunrise a promise that more victories lie ahead. These small wins aren't just steps, they're the roots of your strength, grounding you for the path forward. You stand taller, not because you've conquered everything, but because this moment proves you can keep going. The sunrise glows brighter, a beacon of what's possible. Small wins build great strength. The sunrise's warmth lingers on your skin as you descend the hill, its glow a reminder of the strength small victories bring. The path now leads to a lone tree in an open field, its branches reaching skyward, steady and strong. You pause beneath it, feeling something shift inside, a quiet confidence taking root, like tendrils spreading deep into the earth. This is belief, not in some distant dream, but in you, in your ability to shape what's next. The field stretches wide, and you see your potential reflected in its expanse. This belief, growing like roots, is what will carry you through the next steps. You're not just on a path, you're shaping it. Belief is the seed of change. With belief rooting you like a tree, you stride forward, the field giving way to a winding riverbank. The path feels alive, your steps fueled by the certainty that you're shaping your own way. But the ground betrays you. Wet earth slips beneath your feet, and you fall, plunging into a muddy river. The cold water shocks your lungs, the current pulling at you, and for a moment, shame stings sharper than the chill. Failure. It's the job you lost, the relationship that crumbled, the dream you pitched that was rejected. You thrash in the murk, the weight of it all dragging you down. You've been here before. That sinking feeling when a plan unraveled, like when you missed a deadline that cost you trust. Think of David, whose first business sank in debt. He thought it was the end, but he learned to pivot, building a stronger venture from the ashes. The river's mud clings, but you grab a jutting root, your hands trembling. Failure hurts. It's raw, heavy, real, but it's not the end. You pull yourself toward the bank, each move a fight against the current's pull. The lesson crystallizes. This fall teaches you resilience, shows you what to change. You think of every stumble. Each one left a mark, but also a map for the next try. Your arms ache, but you climb out, soaked, muddy, but standing. The river behind you flows on, indifferent, but you're different now, stronger, sharper. Failure isn't a cage, it's a classroom, showing you how to move smarter, bolder. You wipe mud from your face, the air cool against your skin, and feel a quiet power rising. You're not defeated, you're learning. Failure is a teacher, not a trap. You stand on the riverbank, mud-streaked but upright, the lesson of failure settling into your bones. The path ahead narrows, leading to a massive boulder blocking your way, its surface rough and unyielding. You press your hands against it, feeling its weight, and a familiar heaviness creeps in. Not doubt this time, but the exhaustion of the journey. Yet, deep in your chest, a glowing ember pulses, warm and alive, a spark of resilience you didn't know you carried. It's the same strength that got you through sleepless nights caring for a loved one or pushing past a fear of speaking in public. You felt it before, even if you didn't name it. Think of Emma, who rebuilt her life after a divorce, finding courage she didn't know she had to start anew. Her strength was there, waiting. You lean into the boulder, muscles straining, and feel that ember flare brighter, fueling your effort. The rock doesn't move easily. It resists, like the moments you thought you couldn't go on, grueling workdays, heartbreak, or dreams deferred. But you push harder, and the boulder shifts inch by inch until it rolls aside, revealing the path beyond. The ember in your chest glows stronger now, a reminder that this strength isn't new. It's been with you through every trial, every fall. You think of times you stood up again, finishing a race, apologizing after a fight, or simply getting out of bed on a hard day. The air feels lighter now, the path open, and you realize this resilience isn't fleeting. It's a fire inside you, ready when you need it. Tough times don't create this strength, they reveal it. You step forward, the ember's warmth steadying you. Your strength is always there. The boulder rolled aside. You step forward, the ember in your chest a steady warmth fueling each stride. The path stretches across a rugged coast, waves crashing against jagged cliffs, and in the distance a lighthouse stands, its beam cutting through the twilight. It's faint at first, but its light calls to you, a signal of something deeper, purpose. You've felt this pull before, maybe when you volunteered at a shelter and saw a stranger smile, or when you stayed up late sketching a project that felt bigger than yourself. The lighthouse doesn't promise an easy path, but it gives direction, a reason to keep moving. Think of Aisha, who found purpose teaching literacy to adults, her days filled with meaning because she aligned her work with her heart's call. As you walk, the wind whips around you, and you realize purpose isn't a destination, it's the why behind your steps. You've wandered before, chasing goals that felt hollow, like promotions that left you empty. But now the lighthouse's beam grows brighter, urging you to align your actions with what matters. Maybe it's creating, helping, or simply being true to who you are. Each step toward that light feels different. Effort becomes fuel, not a burden. You recall moments when purpose lit your way, organizing a community event or writing a letter that mended a bond. The cliffs are steep, the path uneven, but the lighthouse steadies you, its glow a reminder that meaning transforms struggle. You're not just walking, you're building a life that resonates. The beam shines brighter now, guiding you through the dusk. Purpose turns effort into meaning. The lighthouse's beam fades into the dusk as you move inland. Its glow now a quiet certainty in your heart, guiding your purpose. The path smooths into a clearing where a half-built structure waits, a foundation of bricks partially laid. You kneel, picking up a brick, its weight solid in your hands, and realize this is where habits are built, one steady, deliberate act at a time. You've done this before, setting an alarm to rise early for a workout or writing a single page each day toward a goal. The air is still, the rhythm of laying bricks almost meditative, each one a choice to show up. Think of Carlos, who transformed his health by walking 10 minutes daily, a small habit that grew into marathons. Consistency reshaped him. You place a brick, then another, the foundation growing with each effort. It's not glamorous. Some days the bricks feel heavy, like when you forced yourself to study through fatigue, or cooked a healthy meal after a long day. But each brick locks into place, building something lasting. You recall moments you stuck with it, saving $1 a day or practicing a skill until it felt natural. The structure rises slowly, but it's yours, a testament to showing up when it's hard. Habits aren't about perfection, they're about persistence, a steady beat that carves your future self. The clearing feels alive with possibility, each brick a promise to the person you're becoming. You wipe sweat from your brow, the foundation solid beneath you, and see how these small acts align with the purpose that Lighthouse revealed. Your future isn't built in a day, it's shaped by the habits you lay now. Habits shape your future self. The foundation of habits you've laid stands firm in the clearing, each brick a testament to your growing purpose. As you step away, the path darkens, twisting into a dense grove where a shadowy figure looms ahead, its form shifting, eyes glinting with menace. Fear grips you, its cold fingers familiar, like the dread before a crucial conversation or the panic of stepping into a new role. This isn't the uncertainty of the forest or the doubt of the hill, it's raw, primal fear, whispering you'll fail, you'll fall. You felt it before, hesitating to ask for a raise or freezing before a public speech. The figure grows larger, blocking your path, but something stirs, the ember of resilience, the clarity of purpose. You think of Priya, who faced her fear of rejection to publish her first novel, staring down that shadow until it shrank. She chose to act, and it changed her. You take a step forward, heart pounding, and lock eyes with the figure. Courage isn't fear's absence, it's the choice to move through it. Your voice trembles, but you speak. I see you, but I'm going forward. The shadow wavers, its edges blurring. Another step, then another, and it shrinks, dissolving like mist in sunlight. You recall moments you faced fear, apologizing after a mistake, or trying again after a loss. The grove lightens, the figure gone, leaving only the path ahead. Confronting fear didn't erase it, it diminished its power. You stand taller, the air clearer, your steps surer. Fear will return, but you know now it's not your master. Each confrontation builds your courage, proving you're stronger than the shadows. Fear shrinks when you confront it. The grove's shadows retreat as you emerge, courage newly forged from facing that dark figure. Each confrontation a layer of armor you didn't know you could wear. The path opens to a bustling campsite where travelers gather around a roaring fire, pots simmering with stew, the scent of bread and herbs wafting through the evening air. You hesitate at the edge, but one waves you over, their smile easy, eyes holding the same spark of journey-worn resolve. This is community, not a grand assembly, but a simple circle of souls who've walked through their own storms, forests, and fears. You sit, accepting a bowl, and stories flow like the river you once fell into. Tales of bridges crossed, habits built, purposes found. You've known this power before. The late-night call to a friend after a hard day, or the group that rallied for a shared cause, like neighbors rebuilding after a flood. Think of Jamal, who joined a writing circle after years alone with his words. Their feedback and encouragement turned his scribbles into a published book, lifting him higher than he could alone. Laughter erupts as someone mimics a stubborn boulder, and you join in, the sound bubbling up from your chest, lightening the load you've carried. In this circle, strength multiplies. Vulnerabilities shared become wisdom. Fears voiced fade faster. You pass the bread, listening to a traveler's dream of the horizon, and feel your own purpose sharpen, supported by nods and cheers. The fire dances, casting warm light on faces etched with miles, and you realize connection isn't just comfort, it's the wind beneath wings, the hands that pull you up when slips happen. These bonds, forged in shared meals and honest talk, remind you that no path is solitary. Laughter fills the air again, a chorus that echoes into the night, binding you all closer. The stew warms you from within, a symbol of the nourishment found in mutual support, where one person's spark ignites another's flame. You share your own story, the words tumbling out easier here, met with understanding nods that make you feel seen, truly seen. This gathering isn't chance, it's the universe weaving threads of support, turning individual struggles into collective triumphs. As the night deepens, the fire's glow feels like a heartbeat, pulsing with the rhythm of shared lives. Together, we rise stronger. The campfire's heartbeat fades as you and the travelers move to a grassy knoll, lying back under a vast starry sky, its twinkling expanse like a canvas of infinite stories. The air hums with quiet anticipation, and one by one, your companions share their journeys. Tales of triumphs, stumbles, and lessons carved from life's raw edges. You listen, not as a judge, but with the humility of a student, your heart open to their wisdom. You've done this before, soaking up advice from a coworker who navigated a crisis, or learning from a parent's quiet resilience. One traveler speaks of losing a home, but finding joy in rebuilding. Another shares how a single kind word shifted their path. Think of Elena, who learned to paint from watching an elderly artist in her park, her brushstrokes bolder because she embraced his techniques. The stars seem to listen too, each story a constellation, mapping out truths you hadn't seen. You realize openness isn't weakness, it's a door to growth, letting others' experiences shape your perspective. You've missed this before, dismissing advice in arrogance or fear, like when you ignored a mentor's warning and stumbled. But now, under this sky, you lean in, each tale a spark illuminating your path. A woman's story of forgiving a betrayal teaches you patience. A man's leap into a new career shows you courage. These stories aren't just words, they're lanterns, lighting corners of your journey you hadn't considered. Humility lets you carry their lessons like stars guiding a sailor. You feel richer, not for owning their truths, but for learning from them. The night sky stretches on, each story a new star to guide you. Other stories light your way. The stars' stories linger in your heart as you rise from the knoll, their light a constellation of wisdom guiding your steps. The path descends into a valley where a river flows, its current swift, carving new curves into the earth. Change is here, unstoppable, reshaping your landscape like it's reshaped your life. A sudden move, a lost job, a new beginning you didn't choose. You fought change before, clinging to old routines like a tree gripping soil, only to feel uprooted. But now you watch the river, its waters smoothing stones, nurturing green shoots along the banks. You've seen this in life, starting a new school or adapting to a family shift. Feeling the ground move, but finding your footing. Think of Sophia, who embraced a career change from finance to teaching, letting the flow of change lead her to joy. She bloomed where the current took her. You step closer, the river's song urging you to move with it, not against it. Resistance feels like pushing a boulder upstream. Grace is wading in, letting the water guide you. You recall moments you flowed with change, learning a new skill when technology shifted, or finding peace in a new city. The valley transforms before you, once barren, now blooming with wildflowers. The river's work a testament to change's power. You wade in, the cool water steadying you, teaching you to bend, not break. Change isn't your enemy, it's a sculptor, chiseling new paths to growth. The valley's colors deepen, vibrant and alive, as you move with the river's rhythm. You're not just surviving change, you're thriving in it, each step a testament to your adaptability. Change carves paths to growth. The river's current carries you forward, its blooming valley a testament to your embrace of change. As you step onto a windswept plain, the air turns crisp and you notice your coat, worn, heavy, patched from years of use. It's familiar, like old habits or places you've clung to, a job that no longer fits, a grudge you've nursed, or a version of yourself you've outgrown. Growth whispers a truth. To move forward, you must let go. You felt this pull before, quitting a safe routine to chase a dream, or leaving a hometown for a fresh start. The coat's weight drags at your shoulders, a reminder of comfort that now holds you back. Think of Liam, who left a toxic friendship to find peace, shedding years of loyalty to grow into his true self. His sacrifice opened new doors. You pause, fingers tracing the coat's frayed edges, memories of its warmth flooding back, late nights scrolling familiar apps, or clinging to a plan that no longer served you. But the plain stretches wide, the horizon calling, and you slip the coat off, letting it fall to the ground. The wind bites, but you feel lighter, unburdened. Letting go isn't easy. It's a cost, a sacrifice of what's known for what's possible. You recall moments you released, forgiving a past hurt, or decluttering a space to clear your mind. The plane feels open now, each step easier without the coat's weight. Growth demands you shed what no longer fits, like a snake leaving its old skin. The horizon glows faintly, promising new paths, and you walk with a new lightness, your heart aligned with the journey ahead. Sacrifice isn't loss, it's the price of becoming. You move forward, the wind now a guide, not a burden. Growth requires letting go. The wind, once a weight, now guides you across the plain, lighter without the old coat, each step a testament to letting go. The path rises to a narrow canyon, where a tightrope stretches across a chasm, swaying gently in the breeze. You pause, heart quickening. This is balance, the dance between effort and rest. You've pushed too hard before, burning out on late-night projects or neglecting sleep for ambition, only to stumble. You step onto the rope, arms outstretched, feeling the pull of both sides, drive and calm. The breeze steadies you, a reminder to find harmony. Think of Mia, who juggled work and family by carving out quiet evenings, her balance turning chaos into calm. She thrived because she learned to pause. You've known imbalance, rushing through days without a breath or idling too long, stuck in hesitation. But here, each step on the tightrope demands focus. Push forward, but rest when needed. You recall moments of equilibrium, a morning walk that cleared your mind, or saying no to a commitment to protect your peace. The rope sways, but you adjust, the breeze a gentle ally, not a foe. Balance isn't perfection. It's the rhythm of giving and recharging, like a heartbeat keeping you alive. You think of times you found it, meditating before a big decision, or working hard but stopping to laugh with friends. The canyon's walls echo with the breeze, and you move steadily, each step a harmony of effort and ease. This tightrope isn't just a crossing, it's a lesson in sustaining your journey. You feel stronger, not from pushing harder, but from balancing smarter. The breeze holds you steady, whispering that rest fuels effort as much as effort fuels progress. Balance fuels your journey. The tightrope steadies beneath your feet, the breeze's whisper of balance guiding you across the canyon to a vibrant meadow, bursting with wildflowers in every hue. You step onto the soft earth, and a lightness bubbles up, a joy you hadn't expected. This is progress, not a grand leap, but the quiet thrill of moving forward, step by step. You twirl, arms wide, dancing among the blooms, each petal a testament to how far you've come. You've felt this before, the rush of finishing a long project or the smile after a small goal met, like running your first mile. Think of Nora, who found joy in her slow journey to learn a language, each new word a dance of progress. She glowed with every sentence spoken. The meadow sways with you, alive with color, and you realize progress doesn't need to be fast to spark joy. You've chased big wins before, only to feel empty. But here, the small steps, the habits laid, the fears faced, bloom like these flowers. You recall moments of quiet triumph, organizing a cluttered desk or mastering a recipe after tries. Each step forward, no matter how modest, ignites a spark in your chest, brighter than the ember of resilience. The meadow's beauty mirrors your growth, its vibrancy a celebration of every choice to keep going. You spin, laughter escaping, the flowers brushing your hands as if cheering you on. Progress isn't a race, it's this dance, this joy in motion. The sun warms the meadow, casting golden light, and you feel alive, not for reaching the end, but for moving toward it. Every step you've taken, through storms, over bridges, past shadows, has led to this moment of pure, unfiltered joy. Progress sparks true joy. The meadow's joy pulses through you, each dance step a celebration of progress. But the vibrant blooms give way to a rocky trail leading to a towering cliff. Its sheer face looms, jagged and steep, a new challenge rising like a wall against your path. Your heart quickens, not with fear, but with the familiar call to rise. You've faced challenges before, a project that tested your limits, or a personal loss that demanded you rebuild. This cliff is different, its height daunting, but the ember of resilience in your chest glows steady. You place your hands on the rough stone, feeling its unyielding surface. Think of Ravi, who climbed out of financial ruin by learning new skills, each effort a handhold toward stability. His challenges shaped a stronger spirit. You begin to climb, muscles straining, the wind howling as you find your first foothold. You've known this struggle, pushing through a tough course or standing firm in a heated argument. Each grip on the cliff tests you, but also builds you, like iron forged in fire. You slip once, pebbles skittering below, but you catch yourself, determination flaring. The climb isn't about speed, it's about resolve, about choosing to ascend despite the ache. You recall moments you pressed on, finishing a task through exhaustion or rebuilding trust after a mistake. The cliff's peak is still distant, but each move upward carves strength into your spirit. This challenge isn't a barrier, it's a forge, shaping you into someone tougher, wiser. The rock feels less like an enemy now, more like a partner in your growth. You climb higher, sweat beating, driven by the knowledge that every challenge you faced, storms, shadows, rivers, has made you stronger. Challenges forge your spirit. You reach the cliff's summit, muscles burning, but spirit unbreakable. The view below, a map of challenges conquered. The path levels into a fertile garden, where you kneel and plant a seed in the rich soil, covering it gently with earth. Patience settles over you like a soft veil. This is the key, the quiet wait for growth to unfold. You've rushed before, demanding quick results in a fitness goal or a relationship, only to feel frustration build. The seed lies hidden, and days pass in stillness, the sun rising and setting without visible change. Think of Anna, who planted her business idea and waited through slow months, trusting the unseen roots. Her patience bloomed into a thriving shop. You've known impatience, checking emails obsessively for news, or abandoning a hobby too soon. But here in the garden you sit, watching clouds drift, learning to trust the process. The soil stays quiet, but beneath, life stirs. You recall times you waited, healing from an injury, or nurturing a skill through practice without immediate reward. Patience isn't passivity, it's faith in the unseen work, like a river carving canyons over time. Doubts whisper, maybe nothing will grow, but you breathe deeply, choosing to believe. Then a tiny sprout pushes through, green and fragile, a promise fulfilled. The garden awakens, leaves unfurling, and you feel a deep satisfaction, not from speed, but from enduring. This sprout reminds you that true growth takes time, rooted in trust. You've seen it in life, a friendship deepening slowly, or knowledge accumulating drop by drop. The sprout strengthens, its stem reaching for the sun, and you stand renewed. Patience doesn't hurry the journey, it enriches it, turning effort into enduring strength. Patience yields lasting growth. The garden sprout stands tall, a quiet testament to patience, its roots promising strength for storms ahead. You rise, the soil's warmth lingering on your hands, and follow the path to a sunlit glade where something glints beneath the earth. You kneel, brushing away dirt, and uncover a treasure chest, its surface worn but glowing faintly, as if alive. This is you, unearthing hidden strengths you didn't know you carried. You've glimpsed them before, the calm you found leading a team under pressure, or the creativity that sparked when you solved a problem no one else could. The chest's lock clicks open, revealing not gold, but gifts. Your ability to listen, to persevere, to inspire. Think of Tara, who discovered her knack for storytelling while comforting a child, her words weaving hope that changed lives. She found her power in a quiet moment. You lift the chest's lid, the glow brightening, and feel a surge of empowerment. You've overlooked these strengths before, dismissing your patience as ordinary or your empathy as small. But here, in the glade, each gift shines, like tools waiting to be wielded. You recall moments they emerged, organizing a chaotic event with ease or staying kind through conflict. The chest's glow warms you, a reminder that these strengths aren't new. They've been with you, buried, waiting for discovery. You think of times you surprised yourself, teaching a friend a skill, or finding humor in a tough day. Self-discovery isn't a single find, it's a journey of seeing what's always been yours. The glade hums with possibility, the chest's light casting your shadow taller. These strengths, your resilience, your spark, empower every step, turning effort into impact. You stand, the chest's glow steady in your heart, ready to wield your gifts. Your strengths are your power. The glow of the treasure chest pulses in your heart, your newfound strengths a quiet power as you leave the glade. The path opens to a high ridge where the first light of dawn breaks, a sunrise spilling gold, pink, and violet across the world. You pause, struck by gratitude, and the landscape transforms. Every rock, every blade of grass glows with new meaning. This is the gift of seeing the journey not as struggle, but as a series of gifts. You've felt this before, thanking a friend for a small kindness, or pausing to savor a sunset after a hard day. Gratitude shifts your lens, turning moments into treasures. Think of Sam, who kept a journal of small joys during illness, each entry a spark that lifted him. Gratitude painted his days brighter. You've overlooked this power before, rushing past moments of grace, like a quiet coffee with a loved one or a stranger's smile. But here, on the ridge, you breathe in the sunrise, thankful for the steps that brought you here, the falls, the climbs, the lessons. Each memory shines, the mentor's words, the traveler's laughter, the sprout's slow rise. Gratitude doesn't erase hardship, it reframes it, showing you the gifts hidden in the grit. You recall times it changed you, appreciating a coworker's help or finding peace in a moment of stillness. The sunrise deepens, colors flooding the valley below, and you feel lighter, as if gratitude has lifted a weight you didn't know you carried. Every challenge, every small win becomes a gift when seen through this lens. The ridge feels alive, the world vibrant with possibility, and you stand taller, heart full, knowing each moment is a chance to give thanks. Gratitude turns moments into gifts. The ridge's vibrant sunrise fills you with gratitude, each moment a gift as you step forward, heart alight. The path narrows to a corridor where a towering glass wall gleams, its surface reflecting doubts you thought you'd left behind. You're not enough. You can't do this. These are mental blocks, barriers built from old fears and limiting beliefs. You faced them before, hesitating to share an idea in a meeting or believing you couldn't lead. You touch the glass, its cold surface solid, but the gratitude in your chest pulses, urging you to act. Think of Zoe, who shattered her fear of failure by launching a small blog, her words breaking through self-doubt to reach thousands. She found her voice by pushing past limits. You clench your fist, drawing on every lesson: the courage from the shadowy figure, the patience of the sprout. You strike the wall and crack spiderweb outward, the glass trembling. You've done this in life, stepping into a role you felt unprepared for, or challenging a belief that held you back, like thinking you'd never heal from a loss. Another strike, and the wall shatters, shards sparkling like stars as they fall, catching the light of your resolve. The corridor opens, the air fresh, your potential unbound. These barriers weren't walls to stop you, they were challenges to break through. You recall moments you overcame, speaking up despite fear, or learning a skill others doubted you could master. The shards glint on the ground, no longer obstacles, but fragments of a past you've outgrown. You step through, feeling limitless, the path ahead wide with possibility. Breaking barriers isn't just freedom, it's claiming your power. Barriers are meant to break. The glass wall's shards glitter behind you, your power claimed as you step into a wide field, the air sharp with purpose. In the distance, a single target stands, its red center a beacon for your intent. You pick up a bow, its weight steady in your hands, and realize this is focus, channeling your energy to hit the mark. Distractions swirl like flies, notifications buzzing, worries clamoring, tasks pulling you apart. You've lost focus before, juggling too much, scrolling instead of working, or chasing fleeting goals. But now you draw the bowstring, eyes locked on the target. Think of Leela, who turned off her phone to study for exams, her focus transforming scattered efforts into top grades. She hit her mark by tuning out noise. You've known this clarity, writing a proposal in a quiet hour, or training with single-minded drive. The field hums, but you block it out, the world narrowing to that red center. You've been distracted before, letting doubt or busyness blur your aim, like missing a deadline for lack of focus. You release the arrow, and it flies true, striking the target's heart with a satisfying thud. Focus isn't just effort, it's a blade, cutting through chaos to carve results. You recall moments it worked, cooking a meal with care, or listening fully to a friend's story. Each time you focus, the noise fades and your goals sharpen. The field feels alive, but your eyes stay on the target, another arrow ready. This clarity, this precision, turns dreams into reality. The bow feels like an extension of you, each shot a testament to your power to choose what matters. Focus creates clarity and results. The arrow's thud echoes in the field, your focus sharp as you lower the bow, clarity fueling your steps. The path shifts, dark clouds gathering overhead, and a storm brews. Not the chaos of your first crossroads, but a new tempest, urging you to hide your heart. Instead, you stand still, feeling the urge to open up, to be seen. Vulnerability feels raw, like bearing your soul in a crowd. But you've done this before, admitting a mistake to a friend or sharing a dream that felt fragile. The wind howls, rain pelting, yet you let your heart open, unguarded. Think of Elena, who shared her struggles with addiction in a support group, her honesty forging bonds that lifted her. Her vulnerability became her strength. You've held back before, masking fears to seem strong, like staying silent in a conflict to avoid judgment. But here, in the storm, you speak your truth, doubts, hopes, all of it, and the air shifts. The storm calms, clouds parting, as if your authenticity tamed the tempest. You recall moments of connection, confessing a fear to a mentor or crying openly with family. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a bridge to others, a spark that forges trust. The The rain slows, and you feel stronger, not for hiding, but for showing who you are. You think of times it worked, asking for help on a project, or admitting you were lost. The sky clears, sunlight breaking through, and you stand taller, heart open, connected to the world in a new way. This openness, this raw honesty, builds a strength no storm can shake. The path ahead glows, your authenticity a beacon for others. Vulnerability builds true strength. The storm's calm lingers, your vulnerability a glowing beacon as you step onto a serene lakeshore, the water mirror smooth under a twilight sky. You toss a pebble and ripples spread, small at first, then widening, touching distant shores. This is your journey's impact. Each choice, each step, sending waves that lift others. You've seen it before. Your kind words sparking a friend's courage, or your hard work inspiring a colleague. The ripples grow, reflecting the light of your authenticity. Think of Maya, whose small act of mentoring a struggling student rippled into a community program, her effort uplifting countless lives. You've sparked ripples without knowing, staying late to help a teammate, or sharing a struggle that gave someone hope. The lake shimmers, each wave a testament to your influence. The path leads to a still grove, where a tall mirror stands, its surface reflecting not you, but others, their lives, their triumphs, their polished moments. Comparison stings, whispering you're behind, less than, not enough. You felt this before, scrolling through lives that seem perfect or measuring your progress against a colleague's. The mirror beckons, but you pause, the ripples lessen echoing. Your journey lifts others, not by being theirs, but by being yours. Think of Amir, who stopped chasing others' careers to build his own small bakery. His joy found in his unique recipe. His path was his alone. You've been trapped by comparison, dimming your light to match another's, envying a friend's success, or doubting your pace. But now you turn away from the mirror, its reflection fading. Your path, its storms, its sprouts, its shards, is yours, singular and vibrant. You recall moments you embraced it, choosing a hobby that felt right, not trendy, or celebrating a personal milestone no one else saw. The grove brightens, trees whispering as you walk, head high, free from the mirror's pull. Comparison is a thief, but you've reclaimed your story. You think of times you shone, crafting a project in your own style or running a race at your pace. The path opens wider, your steps confident, unburdened by other shadows. Your uniqueness isn't a flaw, it's your strength, a melody only you can sing. The grove hums with life, your heart aligned with your own rhythm. Your path is uniquely yours. The grove's hum fades as you walk forward, your unique rhythm a steady pulse, your path distinctly yours. The trail softens into a shaded clearing where a single oak stands, its branches a gentle canopy. Exhaustion tugs at you, not the weight of doubt, but the quiet ache of a journey well traveled. You sit, leaning against the trunk, and let yourself sink into a quiet nap, the earth cradling you. This is rest, not a pause from weakness, but a vital breath for your soul. You've pushed past it before, burning out on endless tasks or skipping sleep for one more goal. A breeze soothes you, whispering that rest is growth's silent partner. Think of Lena, who found clarity after a weekend unplugged, her naps under a backyard tree sparking ideas that fueled her art. She thrived by recharging. You've ignored rest, thinking it a luxury, like when you worked through nights only to falter. But here, under the oak, your breathing slows, the breeze a lullaby. You recall moments rest restored you, a quiet evening after a hectic week, or a walk that cleared your mind. Rest isn't stopping, it's refilling your inner well, letting your strengths shine brighter. The oak's shade feels alive, its roots a reminder of your own resilience, nurtured by pause. You felt this renewal, a nap before a big decision or a day off that brought joy back. The breeze carries the scent of leaves, and you wake refreshed, your soul lighter, ready for what's next. Rest doesn't halt your journey, it powers it, like rain feeding a forest. You rise, the oaks shade a gift, your energy renewed. Rest restores your soul. The oak's shade lingers as a gift, your soul refreshed as you rise, energy pulsing through you. The path leads to a rocky outcrop where a small spark flickers on the ground, fragile but alive. You kneel, cupping it, and it grows into a flame, warming your hands. This is passion, reigniting what drives you, connecting you to your deepest purpose. You felt it before, the thrill of losing yourself in a hobby, or the fire that burned when you fought for a cause. The flame dances, casting light on moments you'd forgotten, painting late into the night, or teaching a skill with joy. Think of Javier, who rediscovered his love for music after years in a desk job, his guitar strumming life back into his days. Passion fueled his purpose. You've let it dim before, buried under routine or fear, like when you stopped writing because life felt too heavy. But here, you breathe into the flame, and it surges, its warmth spreading through you. You recall times passion flared, organizing a charity event that lit you up, or diving into a book that sparked ideas. This fire isn't new, it's been waiting, a spark ready to blaze when you reconnect. The outcrop glows, the flame steady, and you feel alive, driven by what makes your heart sing. Passion isn't fleeting, it's the fuel that aligns your steps with meaning. You think of moments it carried you, creating something unique or helping someone with enthusiasm. The flame's heat pushes back the evening chill, reminding you that purpose thrives when passion burns. You stand, the fire warming you, its light guiding your next steps. Passion fuels your purpose. The flame's warmth lingers, its light guiding you as you step from the outcrop onto a windswept plateau. Suddenly, arrows whistle through the air, sharp with criticism. You're too much, you're not enough, you're on the wrong path. They sting like words you've heard before, coworkers doubting your vision, or a loved one questioning your choices. You stand firm, the passion in your chest a shield. You've faced this before, harsh feedback on a project, or whispers judging your dreams. The arrows fly, but you don't flinch, rooted in your truth. Think of Aisha, who faced skeptics when she started her nonprofit, their words like arrows missing her heart. She stayed true, and her mission thrived. You've let criticism wound you, like when you shrank after a negative review or doubted your worth. But here, you see the arrows for what they are, opinions, not truths. You step forward, and they miss, falling harmlessly to the ground. Your path, its storms, its flames, belongs to you, not the voices of others. You recall moments you stood tall, pushing past a teacher's doubt to excel, or sharing your art despite naysayers. The plateau stretches wide, the arrows were fading as your resilience grows. Criticism tests you, but it can't derail the truth you've built through focus, vulnerability, passion. You think of times you rose above, ignoring gossip to pursue a goal, or forgiving harsh words to keep moving. The wind clears, the plateau bathed in light, your steps steady. Your truth is your compass, unshaken by arrows. Criticism can't derail your truth. The plateau's wind fades, your truth a steady compass as you sidestep criticism's fallen arrows. The path slopes gently to a tranquil lakeshore, its water so still it mirrors the sky and your silhouette. You kneel, gazing into the lake, and see not just your face, but your journey. Every step, stumble, and triumph. This is reflection, a pause to learn from your past. You've rushed forward before, ignoring lessons, repeating mistakes in a project, or overlooking what a failure taught you. The lake's clarity pulls you in, showing moments you've grown, storms faced, passions rekindled. Think of Nora, who journaled after a career setback, her reflections turning pain into a plan for success. She saw clearer through looking back. You've skipped this, pushing ahead without pause, like when you ignored a past choice that could have guided you. But now, the lake mirrors your victories, the courage to be vulnerable, the focus of your arrow's aim. You see missteps too, times you compared or rushed, and understand their lessons. Reflection isn't dwelling, it's a lens sharpening your future. You recall moments it helped, rethinking a failed pitch to win the next, or learning from a fight to rebuild trust. The lake's surface holds your story, each ripple a choice that shaped you. You see how patience taught endurance, how community lifted you. But now, the lion's roar vibrates, echoing your journey's lessons, resilience, focus, vulnerability. You face a steep incline, and instead of doubt, you feel the roar surge, urging you upward. You've built this strength, nailing a skill after practice or helping someone with quiet assurance. The savannah hums, the roar drowning out old insecurities. Confidence isn't loud, it's the steady belief that you're enough. You recall moments it shone, finishing a race you trained for or owning a mistake with grace. The inclined levels, the savannah glowing under a golden sun, and you walk taller, the roar a constant pulse. Challenges aren't threats now, they're chances to trust your power. The lion within you roars again, its echo carrying across the plain, a testament to your inner strength. Confidence is your inner strength. The lion's roar echoes across the savannah, your confidence a steady pulse as you stride forward, strong and sure. The path dips into a shadowed ravine, where a heavy chain lies coiled at your feet, its links rusted with old hurts, mistakes you've held against yourself, grudges against others. You feel its weight, like regrets for words unsaid or pain from a betrayal. Forgiveness feels distant, but you kneel, fingers tracing the chain. You've carried this before, guilt over a failed goal or resentment toward a friend's slight. The chain clanks, heavy, but your confidence stirs, urging you to let go. Think of Malik, who forgave a business partner's deceit, releasing bitterness to rebuild trust. His freedom came from letting go. You've clung to burdens, like replaying a mistake or nursing a wound. But here, you lift the chain, its weight real but not eternal. You release it, links falling with a thud, and the ravine brightens. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's a key unlocking your heart. You recall moments you let go, apologizing to yourself for a misstep or forgiving a loved one's error. The chain dissolves, and you walk lighter, unburdened, the air fresher. You've felt this freedom, mending a rift with a sibling or releasing self-blame after a loss. The ravine opens to a clear path, your steps unencumbered, heart open. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, it frees you from its grip, letting you move toward your purpose. The sky above sparkles, and you feel unbound, as if the chain's weight was never yours to carry. You walk unburdened, the gift of forgiveness lighting your way. Forgiveness sets you free. The ravine's light lingers, forgiveness freeing your steps as you walk unburdened, heart open to the path ahead. The trail leads to a quiet alcove where a cracked clay vase rests on a stone, its fissures glowing with golden light. You pause, seeing yourself in its flaws, imperfections you've judged, a missed goal, a clumsy moment, a choice you regret. You've hidden these cracks before, striving for a flawless facade, like perfecting a resume or masking a mistake. But the vase's glow draws you closer, its beauty in its breaks. Think of Hannah, whose imperfect sketches, full of smudges, won hearts for their raw honesty. Her flaws told her story. You've chased perfection, feeling less for your stumbles, like when you envied another's polished life. Yet here, you touch the vase, its cracks warm, light spilling through. Imperfection isn't failure, it's the texture of your uniqueness. You recall moments you shone through flaws, a heartfelt speech despite nerves, or a project loved for its quirks. The vase's light dances, illuminating the alcove, and you see your journey, its cracks, its growth, as a masterpiece. You've learned from falls, grown through missteps, like forgiving yourself for a wrong turn. The cracks don't diminish you, they let your light shine. You think of times your flaws connected you, sharing a struggle that bonded you with a friend, or laughing at your own blunder. The alcove hums, the vases glow, a reminder that your story's beauty lies in its imperfections. You step forward, embracing your cracks as part of your unique path. Light shines through, and you feel whole, not despite your flaws, but because of them. Imperfection is your uniqueness. The alcove's glowing vase fades behind you, your imperfections a radiant part of your wholeness. The path stretches forward, splitting into a fork in the road, one trail winding toward a misty valley, the other climbing a sunlit hill. You pause, feeling the weight of choice. Each step you've taken has been a decision, shaping your journey. You've chosen before, saying yes to a new job or no to a draining habit. The fork hums with possibility, your agency a quiet power. Think of Priya, who chose to leave a secure career for her art, each decision a brushstroke painting her destiny. Her choices built a life of meaning. You've faltered at forks, paralyzed by fear of the wrong path, like hesitating to move cities or speak your truth. But now you see, every choice, big or small, carves your future. The valley tempts with ease, the hill with challenge, but both are yours to shape. You recall moments you chose boldly, apologizing to mend a bond, or studying to chase a dream. The road's fork isn't a trap, it's a canvas for your will. You've shaped your path before, choosing focus over distraction, forgiveness over resentment. You step toward the hill, its light calling, not because it's right, but because it's yours. The path opens wide, your choices weaving a tapestry of growth. You think of times your decisions defined you, picking up a hobby that sparked joy or walking away from negativity. Each choice is a thread, stitching your destiny. The hill rises, but you walk with purpose, knowing every step is yours to choose. Choices create your destiny. The hill's ascent steadies under your purposeful steps, each choice weaving your destiny as you climb. The path levels, guiding you to a serene lakeshore at dawn, its water a perfect mirror of the pastel sky. Chaos swirls in memory, deadlines, doubts, noise. But here, a stillness settles, a quiet you feel deep within. This is inner peace, not the absence of storms, but a calm you carry. You've glimpsed it before, breathing deeply after a tough day, or finding calm in a crowded room. The lake reflects the sky, its tranquility a mirror for your soul. Think of Leo, who found peace meditating daily amid a hectic job. His stillness a refuge that fueled his strength. Peace lived within him. You've sought it elsewhere, chasing calm in distractions, like scrolling to escape stress. But now you sit by the lake, its stillness teaching you that peace isn't found, it's uncovered. You recall moments it emerged, a quiet walk that soothed worry, or a moment of gratitude that hushed chaos. The dawn's light softens, the lake's surface unbroken, and you feel it. Peace, steady as your heartbeat. You've carried this through trials, staying calm during conflict, or finding clarity in loss. Inner peace isn't fragile, it's a flame that burns steady when chaos roars. The lake's reflection holds your journey, choices, flaws, victories, and you see peace woven through it all. You think of times it anchored you, pausing to breathe before a big decision or smiling through uncertainty. The water ripples gently and you rise, carrying this calm, a quiet strength no chaos can shake. Peace lives within you. The lake's gentle ripples fade as you rise, inner peace a quiet strength guiding your steps. The path winds into a twilight village where you hold a lantern, its soft glow born of your journey's lessons. A weary traveler approaches, Their eyes dim, and you tilt your lantern, sharing its light. Their face brightens, and joy surges within you, richer than before. This is the gift of giving. Your light doesn't dim, it grows. You felt this before, helping a friend move or teaching a skill with patience. The village hums, others gathering, and you share your light again, each act sparking warmth in your heart. Think of Amina, who gave her time to tutor kids, her joy multiplying with their smiles. Giving fueled her fulfillment. The path twists into a wooded glen, where a sudden storm erupts, not the tempests of before, but a fierce gale, snapping a sturdy tree with a crack that echoes. The fallen trunk blocks your way, a setback like a lost opportunity or a plan gone awry. You faced these before, a job rejection or a project crumbling despite effort. The storm rages, but your inner peace holds, urging resilience. You kneel beside the broken tree, its roots exposed, and find a seed in the soil. Think of Temi, who lost her savings to a failed venture but started anew. Her resilience planting a stronger business. Setbacks sparked her rebirth. You've let setbacks crush you, like dwelling on a missed chance or doubting your worth. But now you plant the seed, hands steady, trusting new growth. You recall moments you rebuilt, studying harder after a failed test, or mending a friendship after a fight. The storm quiets, sunlight piercing the clouds, and you see the fallen tree not as an end, but a chance to begin again. Setbacks aren't defeats, they're soil for new roots. You've risen before, pivoting after a career stumble, or finding joy after loss. The glen softens, the seeds promise alive in the earth, and you walk on, lighter, knowing each fall plants a new start. The path clears, the storm's debris fading, your resilience a quiet fire. Setbacks spark new beginnings. The glen's debris fades behind you, your resilience a quiet fire as you walk, the seed of new beginnings rooted in your heart. The path rises, revealing a distant mountain peak, its summit glowing under a radiant sky. This is your vision, a dream so clear it pulls you forward, fueling every step. You felt this before, picturing a career shift or imagining a life of impact. The peak shines, a beacon for your biggest dreams. Think of Zara, who envisioned a community garden, her clear goal turning sketches into reality. Her vision drove her action. You've lost sight before, muddled by doubt or small thinking, like settling for less when you could have aimed higher. But now the peak calls, its glow sharpening your focus. You recall moments vision guided you, planning a trip that sparked joy, or setting a goal that pushed you to learn. The mountain looms, not as a barrier, but as a promise of what's possible. Vision isn't just dreaming, it's a map, turning hope into steps. You've seen it work, outlining a project that succeeded, or imagining a healthier you and making it real. The path steepens, but the peak's light steadies you, each step fueled by purpose. You think of times vision carried you, saving for a dream or building a skill with a clear end in mind. The air grows crisp, the summit closer, its glow a reminder that big dreams shape reality. Your choices, your resilience, align with this vision, making the impossible tangible. The peak glows brighter, and you walk with fire, knowing vision turns dreams into reality. The mountain peak's glow fuels your steps, your vision a fire turning dreams into reality. The path narrows into a quiet canyon, where a heavy mask rests in your hands, its surface etched with expectations, society's rules, others' judgments. You've worn it before, hiding your true self to fit in, or silencing your voice to please. The mask feels stifling, but the peak's light stirs something deeper, authenticity, your truest guide. You pause, fingers tracing its edges, and let it fall, your face bare, alive. Think of Leela, who shed her corporate facade to teach yoga, her authentic joy inspiring others. She shone by being herself. You've hidden behind masks, like faking confidence in a role or muting your quirks. But now you breathe freely, your face glowing with truth. Authenticity isn't exposure, it's power, aligning your heart with your path. You recall moments you lived true, sharing an honest opinion, or embracing your unique style. The canyon hums, its walls reflecting your unmasked light, stronger than any facade. You felt this strength, laughing without restraint, or pursuing a passion others didn't get. The mask lies behind, useless, as you walk lighter, your true self a beacon. Authenticity draws from every lesson, vulnerability, choices, peace, making your journey yours alone. You think of times it freed you, admitting a dream despite doubt, or loving your flaws openly. The canyon opens, your face radiant, a testament to living true. Authenticity is your power. The canyon's radiant light fades behind you, your authenticity a glowing power as you step into a darkened valley, the air thick with uncertainty. Above, a single star shines, piercing the night, its glow steady and unyielding. This is hope, your constant companion, guiding you through shadows. You've leaned on it before, believing in a better day after loss, or trusting a dream despite setbacks. The star's light cuts through the gloom, a beacon for your heart. Think of Jamal, who clung to hope during illness, his vision of recovery pushing him through pain. Hope lit his darkest nights. You've lost it before, swallowed by despair, like doubting you'd rise after failure. But now you fix your eyes on the star, its glow warming the valley. Hope isn't blind, it's a spark that sees beyond the dark. You recall moments it carried you, holding faith in a strange friendship, or believing in a goal others dismissed. The valley's shadows loom, but the star's light holds firm, reflecting your journey's strength, resilience, choices, authenticity. You felt hope's power, studying through doubt or smiling despite grief. The star shines brighter, guiding your steps, a reminder that darkness is temporary. You think of times hope sustained you, planning a comeback after a fall or trusting in tomorrow's possibilities. The valley softens, the star's glow spreading, and you walk with certainty, its light a fire no night can extinguish. Hope isn't just wishing, it's the strength to keep moving. The star shines bright, your path illuminated, proving hope lights even the darkest nights. The star's light lingers, hope guiding you through the valley's shadows as you move forward, strength unwavering. The path opens to a windswept clearing, where a lone tree stands, its branches swaying as a fierce storm gathers. Not the gales of before, but a new tempest, testing your core. The tree bends, leaves whipping, yet it holds firm, unbreaking. This is resilience, your ability to endure with grace. You've weathered challenges, a career setback overcome, or grief faced with quiet strength. The storm roars, but you stand beside the tree, feeling its roots mirror your own. Think of Santa, who rebuilt her life after loss, her resilience like a tree standing tall. Each storm made her stronger. You've crumbled before, letting failure or fear snap your spirit, like giving up after criticism. But now, the tree's sway teaches you. Bend, don't break. You recall moments of endurance, pushing through exhaustion to finish a task, or smiling through pain. Resilience isn't just surviving, it's growing through adversity, like a tree thriving in harsh winds. The circle hums, a pulse of shared hope and struggle. Think of Elena, who found strength in a book club. Their shared stories healing her loneliness. Connection built her bonds. You've walked alone before, isolating yourself, like avoiding help during stress. But now, hands clasped, you feel the circle's power. Each grip a thread of trust. You recall moments of connection, a late-night talk, mending a rift, or collaborating on a project that soared. Connection isn't just comfort, It's a force, weaving your resilience with others. The plaza glows, the circle's warmth amplifying your strength, like roots entwined underground. You've seen it work, cheering a colleague's win or leaning on family in crisis. The circle tightens, hands steady, a reminder of your shared path, hope, authenticity, giving. You think of times connection saved you, a stranger's kindness in a tough moment, or a mentor's guidance shaping your path. The circle glows brighter, unbreakable, your heart lifted by its strength. Connection builds unbreakable bonds. The plaza's glowing circle lingers in your heart, connection's strength binding you as you step forward. The path rises to a cliff's edge where a sunrise breaks, painting the sky in blazing hues of orange, pink, and gold. You pause, fully here, savoring the moment, its warmth, its colors, its breath. This is mindfulness, living in the now where joy blooms. You've rushed past before, lost in worries or plans, like fretting over tomorrow's tasks. The sunrise blazes, inviting you to stay present, to feel the air, the light. Think of Ria, who found joy pausing to watch dawn during a hectic week. Her mindfulness grounding her. Each moment became a gift. You've missed this, chasing what's next, like ignoring a meal's taste or a friend's laugh. But now you breathe deeply, the sunrise filling you with life. You recall moments you were present, feeling rain on a walk or listening fully to a child's story. The present isn't fleeting, it's a wellspring of joy, holding your journey's lessons, connection, hope, resilience. You felt it, laughing without restraint or working with full attention. The sky's colors deepen, each hue a reminder to stay here, now. You think of times the present lifted you, savoring a quiet coffee or celebrating a small win without rushing. The cliff hums, the sunrise a canvas of now, and you stand, heart open, joy alive in this moment. The present is your gift, a treasure no past or future can steal. The sky blazes, and you walk on, fully alive. The present is your gift. The sunrise's blaze lingers, your heart alive in the present as you walk from the cliff, each moment a gift. The path softens into a quiet meadow, where a leather journal rests on a stone, its pages blank but inviting. You sit, pen in hand, reflecting on your journey's lessons, each one a line in your legacy. The storms taught resilience, choices carved purpose, connection wove bonds. You've grown through these, rising after failure, choosing your path, sharing light. The pages fill with wisdom, each lesson a mark of your growth. Think of Ezra, who chronicled his struggles as a teacher, his reflections shaping a legacy of inspiring students. His lessons became his gift. You've rushed past reflection, like ignoring a mistake's teaching or forgetting a triumph's weight. But now you write, courage from facing fears, peace from staying present. You recall moments lessons shaped you, a loss teaching empathy, or a bold choice sparking purpose. The journal's pages glow, holding your story, flaws embraced, hope sustained. Growth isn't just progress, it's wisdom etched into your core, a legacy for others. You've seen it, a kind act rippling outward, or a failure turned into guidance for a friend. The meadow hums, the journal heavy with truth, each page a testament to resilience, purpose, connection. You think of times lessons endured, patience learned through waiting, or authenticity freeing your voice. The pages fill, your legacy not in perfection, but in growth's honest lines. You rise, journal in hand, knowing lessons shape your legacy. The meadow's quiet wisdom lingers, your journal heavy with lessons. As you rise, your legacy etched in growth. The path climbs to a soaring summit, where a vast horizon unfolds. Oceans sparkling, mountains rising, skies endless. You stand, heart full, seeing how far you've come. Storms faced, choices made, connections forged. Each step, resilience, hope, authenticity, has built this moment. The horizon shimmers, alive with possibilities, your journey a tapestry of purpose. You've grown through trials. Failures turn to lessons, doubts to strength. Think of Maya, whose story of overcoming loss inspired a community to heal. Her journey lit the world. You've doubted your impact, like thinking your efforts were small. But now, the summit's breeze carries your story, rippling outward. You recall moments you inspired, a kind word sparking courage, or a bold choice others followed. The horizon glows, tying your lessons, peace, giving, vision, into a legacy that shines. Your journey isn't just yours, it's a beacon for others, a light to guide their paths. You've seen it, a shared smile lifting a stranger, or your perseverance motivating a friend. The summit hums, your presence a gift to the world. Share this light, like, subscribe, share, to invite others to this journey. The horizon stretches, your future boundless, each step a chance to inspire. Your journey inspires the world.